Well, shooters and reloaders out there, Fortune Cookie 45 LC coming to you from the Hot Lead Zone, and I'm pleased to report that I got my latest order from RotoMetals in. I place about 4 orders a year, and this is the latest one. And as usual, they gave great service and prompt delivery and no shipping, because I got enough of an order to score the no shipping. Plus, I got this hat because I purchased enough this time to get the hat. So it's kind of nice. Well, what I wanted to do this time was to order some of this 16:1 alloy. And you know, I just did that video about Elmer Keith casting 16 parts of lead and 1 part tin. That's 6% tin. So what I have here is 5 bars or 25 pounds of 16:1 alloy, because I've always wanted to cast some of Elmer's exact recipe of bullet. And you know that RotoMetals has been in business for 80 years, and obviously they provide 16:1 alloy for those people who want to cast the Elmer Keith alloy. So there we go. 16:1 is kind of soft, but he was able to shoot magnums with this alloy, so let's see how that works out. I might be sorry. We'll find out. But interesting thing is, this is their new Foundry alloy, and I've never used this before. But the interesting thing about Foundry alloy is that not only does it have a high content of antimony, but it also has a high content of tin. So what Foundry alloy is 64.5% lead, 23% antimony, and 12.5% tin. Now, as you know, the super hard alloy is 30% antimony, but doesn't have any tin in there. Well, we do need some tin to get our alloy to cast well, because tin increases the flowability of our molten lead. And so with Foundry alloy, we get some of that tin in there, 12.5% worth. So that's great. I'll be able to alloy this and compute the BHN of our finished product, and it should be very useful. However, this order, I've also got a kind of a surprise alloy, and this is copper hard alloy. Copper hard alloy has 51% lead, 36% tin, so it's really high tin content, and it has 12% antimony, and it has 1% copper. Now, I was able to talk to their tech by the name of Gary. They actually formulate and make these alloys right there on site in that factory and warehouse that they have in San Leandro, California. And they ship all over the world. So I have 2 formulations of theirs here, which should be very useful in mixing alloys. And also some 16:1 that I can use straight up. Now, this copper hard alloy, you can actually see a little bit of that copper color in there. And this is called copper hard grade 6. So we'll see what the copper does for our castings. Now, these bars of copper hard alloy are a little bit on the pricey side, but it's all computed based on how much expensive tin and expensive antimony is contained in these mixes. So this may not be very useful, but if I alloy it with my range lead, it'll all come out the same in terms of cost. Shooters and reloaders, good casting to all of you out there.